It's definitely
I
not.
might have given it to
This
you.
bag here.
No, it's not that one yet.
I know. That's what I just said.
I might have given you my dice, like packed them away.
Well, you know what? I might not have them.
That might have been something I did.
Looks like you're using these shit dice.
Damn it. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Don't know why I put it on my backpack.
So you can show all your friends that's cool.
Sure. Thank God. Where's my water? Give me that cream.
You don't need it.
Man, that would have really sucked if it landed on the nozzle, dude.
You don't need it.
I do, absolutely.
You don't need
There
it. Cream is for suckers.
You're not into the.
I'll be
You're
right
into
back.
conspiracies against Big Cream.
I'll be right back. Would you like this candle just for me?
Yeah, that should be more romantic when we're playing.
Don't mind if I do. I got all my notes digital now.
Oh my God.
Even monsters.
Holy shit.
But you're
Completely
not-
one-noted.
You're not fighting that monster though.
I want to.
You're not gonna. You would just die.
So, last time.
Last time we played, let me make sure this. It is going. It's been going. I should stop this.
Hourglass's turn because Elf Boy.
Alright, I guess I can't stop it now.
And then Lady showed up. Then smashed the hourglass. Lady went away.
A day of sugar. I don't remember Elf Boy's name. You've just been calling him Elf Boy.
It's the same name as my son, which is why I was giving a nickname to
Oh
my
yeah,
son.
Steven.
Yeah, so we keep calling him Stevie,
Right,
my
yeah.
son.
Yeah, because Stevie is the.
Yeah, it's the
He's-
shortening.
He's the. What do you call it? He's the expendable one.
Steven.
No, Stevie.
No.
That's why you gave him the nickname.
my
right?
my son is not expendable.
Why would you give him the nickname then?
That nickname is a thing of endearment.
I don't know about that.
Continue.
Continue.
And then we left town like cowards. Came back to town. Boulder and his wife are dead.
Probably. Maybe. You don't know. You told them to meet up with you and then you haven't, so.
Yeah. And now I'm going to a city that I forgot the name of.
I think it was Mistmill.
Yeah, and I have to talk to somebody. Oh, because I went to...
Hey, all my secrets.
Oh my God. Went to Gretchen because she sucks. And I want that town to burn down so badly. I hate that town that I saved. So...
I'm on the complete opposite end of the map.
And now I'm going to reference my backstory in this one.
Yeah, you were at Angelvale,
Okay.
and now you're headed towards Millcross.
Then I want a moment
Not
with my
Mist
son.
You want a moment with your son?
Yeah.
Alright, take that moment.
Alright. Stevie,
Yeah?
that town of Angelvale made me realize I never told you about my backstory.
Real smooth. Oh my God, my secrets!
Perfect.
No! It's not perfect. What is this backstory you speak of?
Well, your mom here ain't fully human. I know. A lot take it seriously.
It is. I've met non-humans before.
Well, I'm half celestial. You haven't met one of those, have you?
I don't know. How would I know?
You know, because they be beautiful, like your mom here. And, radiant. And the biggest assholes you ever met.
No, you don't say.
Well, I'm half celestial, son. And I never met my father, who was the celestial one. And my uncle took me in Because my mom died of childbirth. Your grandma Turpentine. And your uncle was a real cruel man who used my powers for evil. So I ran away.
What's his name?
His name, son, is Uncle Phazamar.
He sounds cool.
He wasn't cool, son. When I left, everyone killed him. Because they hated him that much, so he was not cool.
All the people that killed him are cool.
There we go, son. That's the lesson I'm trying to impart on you. But ever since then, I've been jumping between mercenary army and mercenary army until I got to the arena. And now I have you. A new chapter in my life, Stevie.
Roll perception check.
Is that something my son tells me?
No. It's something I tell you.
18. I like your shirt, by the way.
I know, it's the best.
Is it from anything or just normal graphic tee?
Are you just stupid?
Yes.
Oh. Well, if I need to enlighten you, this is a couch. There's a dog sitting on it.
I knew it was something like that.
It's a casting couch for beastie.
Oh god. Doggy on doggy pornography. That dog's being interviewed, being asked how old he is, and if whether or not her boyfriend knows.
These markers don't mean anything, by the way.
Good. I didn't want them to.
Say you're on some rink-a-dink dirt path.
Did you record that backstory?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Now everyone knows.
Yeah, all 2 people that watch.
Well, I send this to everyone.
Also, I haven't updated the past 3 episodes, so...
You haven't checked how many views? Maybe the last episode's got like 1,000 since then.
No, I haven't checked any of the views.
Oh, so green means cloud.
Yeah, you got it. Green means rough terrain.
That's a really light green.
And place your character somewhere on this side.
You mean the road?
Sure. You're walking this way, though, just so you know. Big ass tree.
Big ass tree.
A bed right here.
Oh, we're running into a hobo camp. We see a lot of tossed underwear. You're right, it's on.
Place those wherever you want on that side. There. So, as you guys are walking down and you're talking to your son, not Roberto, what is his name? Groot stops you guys.
Alright.
And he says, hold on. I think I heard something over in the bushes over here.
Alright. Well, any of us master of stealth here?
Let's put you back a little further. We'll do that.
Groot is a ranger, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Groot. I think you're the only one with the light step. Go forward and check it out. We'll be standing back.
This one's Groot. Where do you want him to go? Just straight ahead.
Well,
he says he hears something in these bushes. So
alright. What about he goes over here?
Alright. Go ahead and roll an agility check for stealth. I think he gets 2d6.
I wouldn't be surprised by that. Yeah. 13, 14.
He's able to get over here without seemingly being noticed by anyone other than you guys.
Alright.
But he doesn't see anything quite yet.
Alright, then we edge forward some more. And every footstep is like a loud piano noise. Dun, dun, dun.
Don't see anything yet.
Alright, these guys move forward then.
Okay.
Alright.
Suddenly from this bush.
Alright.
Alright, right there.
Okay.
Yeah. These 4 things jump out at him. You got the ranger all the way up front.
Where he's supposed to be. He's still sneaking. You didn't really do a stealth check?
They rolled high on their perception.
Shit. So you're saying I failed that stealth check earlier?
Alright. So ignore those things. Those are just placeholders. Apparently the fucking pawn box over here doesn't have displacer beasts. I don't know why you wouldn't have a displacer beast in your core pawn box.
It's your favorite beast.
It is. So this is basically what you're fighting.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But he
that's
wasn't
what
surprised, right?
That's what they
right?
jump up, right? What?
Was he surprised?
No, because you knew something was there.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and roll for initiative now,
Alright, cool.
as they are now definitely going to be going after him.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll them for 2. Yeah, I'll roll them in 2s just because they're easy to pair up. So I'm gonna roll them in 2 groups. You can roll them all individually, or if you want to, you can roll as a whole group. It's up to you.
How would you do the whole group? Just choose who's going next?
I would do roll for 1 person plus agility, and then you can add advantage onto it for the group since you got everybody going at once.
Okay. So 1 is for agility?
But yeah, like basically if you want to roll, then it's like, if you want to roll for a whole group, I'm just going to bundle them up all into 1 initiative order. And then you can choose who does what all in that order.
Okay, cool.
I mean, if you're doing that, then it's basically just going to be like 2 groups. Like it'll be my group, and then it'll be your group's turn.
Okay.
And it'll be my
I mean,
group.
that works out for me. I'm okay with playing that.
Alright,
Just,
so,
we're playing in, like, hey, they went, you can't go again until
Yeah,
next
yeah.
turn. Yeah. Alright.
yeah.
I don't know where the initiative bonus.
Groot, it's agility, so
Oh,
Groot
it's
has
just
probably the
2d6.
highest. Yeah, it's gonna be 3d6 because you're gonna get advantage.
Yeah.
You don't have a third d6.
19, 6, 6. No, 9, 6, 5.
All right, you guys go first.
Yeah.
Let's roll. So, player, then NPCs. This honestly shouldn't be too hard of a fight. Because I decided, originally when I made the encounter, I was going to have it be just you and Neo are level 3, and then everyone else was level 2.
Mm.
But then I decided just to make everyone level 3.
Okay.
So, shouldn't be too hard. But
Let's
you
see how
guys
this
get to
goes.
go first.
Alright, well, I'm definitely starting with him.
Alright, so I think he gets, I don't remember if I gave him movement or
30.
not.
He has 30 speed.
I mean, like, the movement extraordinary.
Oh. No, it doesn't look like it.
Alright. So,
No.
yeah, he can move up to 30 feet. Or you can do a major action to do a second movement.
Yeah, let's see. Don't want to go.
And he can shoot up to 50 feet with his bow without disadvantage.
Alright.
That's actually perfect bundling for him.
Yeah.
Because he also has the...
Multi-target attack.
Yeah.
Range attack gets advanced. Oh, yeah, totally. Then I will do that, aiming at him to do a multi-attack.
Right. So basically the way multi-attack for ranged works is you would choose a 5x5 area. So
Mhm.
basically this whole
This entire
square.
thing. Okay.
And you can attack any number of foes within that area. So currently they're all bundled up into that area. So
Mhm.
you can make an attack against every single one of them. If you do that, I think he gets advantage 1 on every attack.
Okay.
Because he still has attack spec 1.
Alright. I'm about to add some flair to Groot. So he takes his bundle of arrows and he licks it from the bottom all the way to the tip and then places it on.
Okay.
And
You're gonna
then
make 4 attacks, all with advantage 1.
all right.
So we're gonna start with this wolf, this Displacer Beast.
Oh wait, do I get another one? It's 4 attacks. You said.
Well, you're gonna roll them all separately, so that's what you're rolling
Okay.
for each individual.
All right. 13, 17, 20.
Okay, that's a hit. That will do 4 damage. Hold on, let me actually.
Alright, I'll give you a bit. Give you 24 for the second one.
24 for the second one.
Yeah.
Okay, you shoot your arrow and it sinks into one of the tendrils and knocks one of the tendrils off. Does 8 damage.
Sweet. That's a lot.
Oh my god.
That's a lot.
You exploded 6s as well.
Oh, I didn't even explode the one last time.
Say the last one did 10.
Yeah, 36, 38.
You get to explode that 6.
Wait, oh, I thought that was a 9. I thought oh wait, never mind. 6-sided die. I'm being dumb. Why did it have a line on it?
What?
This one has a line on the 6. That's why I thought there was a 9 on there. I don't know why.
It's
3.
just the company that made the dice.
This company sucks. 37.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that kills the first one. 30. Yeah, it does. So the third one, sorry. So this one will die. So you take your arrow and sink it into its skull. And at first it doesn't look like it's about to hit, but then suddenly an arrow is just kind of floating there. And then the Displacer Beast kind of phases into 2, and then it shrinks into the 1 that actually got hit as it slumps over to the ground.
Alright. That's a 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 9,
11.
14, 16, 18. Which does hit, dealing 5 damage.
Is that my 4th?
Yes.
Okay.
So now you get to get somebody else's turn. Unless you want to give him minor action. But I don't know if he can do anything as a minor action.
I doubt it. No. We're good. Alright. So I'll do...
Should have had Jade go first, but it's fine. Jade's main ability is to bolster the entire team.
Oh, okay. See, I should have read through it is what I should have done.
So she has the same idea except with their bolster boon.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she gets like, I don't remember exactly what it was. I think she gets like no advantage or disadvantage when she tries to bolster the whole team, or she can auto success one person.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright. Then I'll do her now then.
Also, she can cast her because she has tier 2. She can cast her bolster at bonus action.
Okay.
So then she could still make an attack afterwards.
But the bonus action... Oh, I can do move, attack, and the bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Those are the 3 main actions.
Alright. So I'm going to use her... Duration of persistent damage slowed. Energy attack. Lightning is just one. I'm just choosing one enemy.
Yeah.
Okay.
In that case, yeah. You could multi-target still, but she has attack spec, right? On energy, on lightning, in her feats.
Attack spec. No, I don't see. Oh, there it is. Lightning. Advance 1 on
Okay,
lightning.
yeah. So she could attack up to 2 with no disadvantage, or she could attack 1 with advantage 1.
Okay. And is there still line of sight here, or after killing 1, no one else? I mean, I know because we did the 5x5 there, so... What does he actually say?
I'll say that since these are obscured, you'll get disadvantage 1.
Okay.
group basically killed the one that was for sure like in sight. I guess for Jade, this one's in sight for sure.
Alright, cool. What's the distance for lightning?
50 feet.
She's
She should be able to reach from
yeah,
there.
then I'll shoot him with lightning.
Alright.
Which is, I'm assuming energy 5, 2d6.
And you get advantage 1 if you're just shooting him.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to try and bolster the team first or no?
Okay, I thought that was the bonus action.
It is a bonus action. You can do that first.
That's true, because it affects her too. Yeah, I'll do the bolster first.
Alright. So, I think it's 2d6, and you get to roll that. You have to roll that 4 separate times for each character. And I think you need. What's the power level on bolster?
Bolster
well, you
is
also rolled
3.
20.
3.
So bolster is 3, so you need 16 or higher in your total roll. Yes, you do get to explode the 6. So that's 13. No, that one doesn't quite reach. I'll say that she targeted herself
Yeah,
first.
that's her. Then I'll go Judith.
Alright.
6, 7,
Nope.
10.
2 more times.
Alright, this is for Neo.
Neo.
Wow, these are
Yeah.
shit. What the hell?
1 more for Groot. See if he gets bonus.
No.
You could do that one.
Oh, yeah.
So that's 12.
5.
Yep, that one works.
Alright.
So Neo is considered bolstered, and I think he gets advantage 1 on his action rolls.
Okay. Alright, now I'll shoot with lightning.
Alright.
There's the rolls I wanted. Alright, so 15, 6, 6, and 4.
27 plus 4 is 31. I gotta turn off my iPad's sleep thing. Okay, I didn't want to do it right now. Okay. So 31. What is 31 minus 6? That's 16. Ooh, that's just enough to kill him.
Oh, nice.
So, you attack this one, right? This one was already damaged too, so it works out even better. So an arrow is sunk into his leg, and then Jade walks up, takes a couple steps forward, activates one of her rings, the one that has the red gem in it.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of points her whole fist over to it as a lightning bolt suddenly shrieks out. The other two kind of dodge out of the way, but this one took the brunt of the force and ends up dying. You can now move Neo and Judith.
Alright. Alright, Judith is gonna run.
See? Easy fight. Don't know why I even bothered. Can't open this box. Ugh. I'm gonna get the next box probably soon.
I might as well just do this because I can't reach them anyway. But oh no, I have spears.
Yeah, javelins.
Javelins, yeah. All right, I'll throw a javelin.
All right.
With my wonderful agility.
Well, you can throw it with force.
Oh really?
Sure.
Damn. Sweet.
I'll allow it.
Cool. All right. So...
You can throw your greatsword at them.
Don't tempt me. Yeah, where's
Just
my
turn into
force?
Katniss.
You mean fortitude?
No.
No, not
Might.
fortitude. Might. There we go.
Sorry.
Alright. So
It's a forceful weapon,
Yeah.
we could say.
Javelin at this guy.
Alright. He's the weakened one, by the way.
Good. 6,
That's
17.
17. The guard is 16, so it just hits.
Oh, 3 damage.
Not quite downed yet. The Displacer Beast, as kind of lurching forward towards you, you take a javelin and you stick it into one of its shoulder blades, kind of halting its movement for a moment.
Okay.
It is now Neo's turn.
Alright, he'll be there for now.
Alright, he's just gonna hang out.
Yeah, I don't think he has anything that really matters. He looks at his money for a little bit.
Okay. It is now the Displacer Beast's turns. Since you're the closest one and who dealt just dealt damage, it's gonna go for you. And they're both gonna pile up on you.
Hell yeah. Bring it.
5. I guess that's kind of cheating for now. Whatever.
Oh, who cares? Do whatever you think you're gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna kill him.
Let's see. So the first one is going to swing its 2 tendrils at you.
Okay.
It gets multi-attack. Disadvantage 2.
On him or me?
It gets
Oh, good
disadvantage 2.
multi-attack.
Yeah. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, it's for sure gonna miss. All ones. So he takes his... Well, that was first attack.
Yeah.
Takes his first tendril and tries to whip it at you. Dodge out of the way.
That already did it.
Roll a 2. Or sorry, roll a 4. What am I doing? So it would be a 3 and a 2.
Yeah. So you
That's
have...
15 damage towards your guard. Against
Wait,
your guard.
that's the total you just had?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. Yeah,
Because I was doing
17.
disadvantage.
I forgot about that. 17.
Okay.
So, block.
It takes the second whip at you, and you put your sword up just in time to block it from slashing at your face.
And it ties around my sword.
No.
They're not that
second
long.
one runs up to you. They get... Now has advantage 2. Because the first one, technically one of these was over there still when the first one attacked you. So now the second one moves up. They have the ability called... what's it called? It's a feat called Lethal Strike. So basically when there's an ally flanking them, they get advantage.
Okay.
So now they're making normal, or this one's making normal attacks against you. He's gonna do 2 more tendril attacks. Okay. So 11 plus 8 is 19.
Alright.
20 versus
so
your guard.
17.
So you take 3 damage
Alright.
from the first attack. Also, all 3 of that damage is actually considered lethal damage.
Okay, what do I do about that then?
You can just put it as a separate damage counter. So like put lethal down and then just put 3. Lethal damage is a lot harder to heal up.
Alright. So my cape won't fix it?
No. Normal spells won't fix it. Second attack is going to be a
I
big
can't
fat
believe I
miss.
earned lethal damage in a fight that has no consequences to
You don't know that yet.
it. This is like a random thing.
I mean, yeah, I kind of just throw it in because we didn't do combat last session.
So you're
I
like,
figured-
get it out of the way now.
I figured might as well start one up while you guys are traveling to Millcross.
Alright.
Okay, so the second one missed his second attack.
Hmm.
So he did 3 damage to you. All 3 of it was lethal damage. So as he like swipes at you, it starts to get really infected, and
Gross.
yeah, it's just not pretty.
Alright.
You also notice
God
that your
dang
cape, your cape would normally have some sort of like background healing effect. It doesn't seem to be doing anything yet. And it is now your team's turn.
Alright. One shot. Don't take a hit by one of these things. Hurts like a motherfucker. Right? Alright. Yeah.
Yep, they're all just hanging out.
Dying. It's attack opportunity, isn't it?
So he has bolster currently, but you can also try and re-bolster up again.
Yeah, I'm gonna rebolster.
Okay. So same rolls. Does she get advantage 1? I can't remember. I don't think
Well,
she gets advantage when she tries to target all 4.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's
We'll start off
15.
with her again.
Yeah, 15.
That's not enough. You missed by 1.
Alright, that's good.
Okay, so we'll say that was... Who do you want to say that was?
Judith.
Okay. Next, and I announce the who you want to bolster next.
Neo.
Alright. That's good. Now for him.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep, it's good. Okay. So now Neo and Judith are both bolstered. So now I assume Jade is going to be sustaining the second bolster, where 3 people out of 4 instead of just him.
Yeah.
So technically, yeah, because you have to end your turn with sustaining a boon.
Oh.
So you can't actually give him bolster 2 for the meanwhile time. So you can take your action now if you'd like to.
Okay.
Doesn't
Then I
bonus.
will electrocute him. Just lightning bolt him
Okay.
from distance. Alright.
This one's more weakened, just by the way.
Okay, cool. It's a single person. So, wasn't there advantage or something like that? No.
Yeah, she gets advantage 1 if it's just a single target.
Yeah, it's just a single target.
Alright, so reroll the 2. Alright, so it's 24, which is more than enough to kill him, because as I said earlier, he was already damaged. So she shoots out a lightning bolt, which hits this one, sends him flying back 5 feet.
Damn. Off the map into the box.
As there's only 1 left.
Alright, Judith is gonna just smash her.
Alright.
And this time we're not gonna forget the thing we have, which is martial focus. And vicious shift. Strike. Vicious strike. And attack specialization 1. I don't remember which
You
one.
have attack spec?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this is the thing. That's why I put do this, because you reminded me about it.
Alright. You have attack spec? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
You also have overpowering strike or whatever, vicious strike, whichever
Vicious
one
strike.
it was that gives you the upped.
Advantage 1.
So you also get D8s instead of D6s, right?
That is very
Because of
true.
martial focus or something like that. That's a D10. That's a D10 I think you just picked up. Yeah.
Fuck is it? Do I have more than 1d8? There it is. Alright. So what's happening? I got 2 advantages
Alright.
then?
Well, you get D8s.
Yeah, got that part.
What is the other one?
Vicious strike. Advantage 1 on crit on...
Oh, that's the when you roll a D20. When you roll a 20 on a D20.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you get attack spec though, so you get to re-roll your lowest D8.
Okay. Let's get
So
a little
re-roll
better.
the 7 real quick, see if it gets higher.
1.
Alright, so you keep the 7. So it's 15 plus 6 is what? So 21 plus 8. No, I already added the 8.
Yeah,
so
you
now
added the
re-roll the 8.
Yeah.
It's another 8, so 29. Alright. You. Oh shit. You destroyed it.
I bring it down. Well, no. First things
Go
first.
ahead, you explain. it to me.
Yeah. I swing at the tentacles, cutting them all off,
Alright.
and then swing back down from left to right and chop off its head.
Dang.
Yeah. And then I kick it.
Kick it. And Steven comes up and kicks it too.
Yeah, see. Alright. Elf Boy's with us too, right?
Yeah, he's with you guys. He's just
not battler.
He's
Yeah,
just
okay,
not
I just want to
fighting.
make sure. And then the other thing is...
Jade eventually drops the bolster.
That thing really hurt me, guys. Like, it looks infected, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Neo.
To do shit. Neo, where were you, man?
I'm trying to flank him, I think.
That's what I was going for. Alright, well, my dang cape ain't working on this wound. We gotta find someone who can
Yeah, you even
take
try
care of me.
like your own spells and stuff, and nothing seems to be working. Like it, clocked you right here on the
Yeah.
shoulder, and nothing is healing it.
Jay, you know anything about this?
Roll a logic check for everyone, I guess.
Oh, everyone?
Sure. I'll say add a D10 for the elf boy.
That is true.
He's definitely more book smart than street smart, so just a D10 for him. He looks at the wound and attempts to kind of treat it himself a little bit. He does close up the... he does kind of like bandage it a little bit, but he doesn't actually heal it. He says, I don't know, it looks rough. Maybe you should just sleep it off.
Is it nighttime?
It's getting there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think keep going forward. You're right. We should make camp right here. I feel like we're not going to run into any more of those things.
I hope not. Alright, so set up camp. I don't know if there are any good things to roll for setting up a camp.
We never rolled before, did we?
Nah.
Yeah.
That's the
I think
thing.
we're good at this point. I mean, we know how to make a camp.
Alright, you guys go ahead and make a camp. Kind of divvy up the work. You guys want to set watches?
As always, there's what, 5 of us? No, Steve doesn't count. 5 with Elf Boy.
Alright, yeah, there's 5 of you guys.
Stevie won't be on watch. He's too young.
So you can do one person every couple hours for 10 hours, or you can do something else, whatever you want to do.
Couple hours, yeah. What you said.
Alright, so 2 hours for every watch. Who wants to go first and who wants to go third?
Elf Boy, because he feels bad about not being in the battle.
He'll go first, I guess. Go ahead and roll a perception check for him.
Oh, you might have more than just that, though.
He doesn't have a character sheet.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he would have.
He said he has
perception
big
points.
glasses. He can't see shit.
I mean, it's still nighttime though. And
Well, he has
I
night
just
vision.
he's not perceptive.
Okay.
He's smart.
So a 6.
Sure. Okay. So you guys you set up your camp. Everybody starts falling asleep. Treat the wound you best you can. Close it up, to prevent it from getting, diseased or anything. He keeps an eye out. You gave him orders to wake you up anytime that he feels like there might be danger, and because he is not a seasoned adventurer, any little noises he hears, he wakes someone up. So he'll say that he woke you up once or twice within that 2-hour time span. Eventually somebody else takes their watch and he goes to sleep. Then Hootie would take the third watch. Because they're just going to do 2 rolls for random encounter.
Alright, cool. Neo.
Okay. So Neo, go ahead and roll a perception check for Neo.
Should I know? Yes. 1d8.
Okay.
No, it's a d10. D8. 19.
Okay. Neo wakes up and he sits down at watch. He hangs out by the fire, feeds it every once in a while.
What?
Sorry, I'm trying to read something.
It's fine.
I don't have a whatever. So you guys are hanging out for a little while. His watch goes by uneventfully, and eventually the 4th person takes their watch, and then the 5th person, and then after that everybody else starts waking up.
Alright. We gotta make our way to, what's the town called again?
Millcross.
We gotta make our way to Millcross as soon as possible. We need someone to look at this thing.
Okay.
Her arm's purple.
It's purple.
Yeah.
You just want her to die? Is that it?
No, I mean it doesn't mean immediate death. You don't know what type of poison
Sure,
this
yeah.
Blazer Beast has.
Try to. I don't have any.
Whatever. Infectious diseases they might be carrying. I got a sexually transmitted disease in that match.
Alright, you guys head your way towards Millcross.
Awesome.
You make it towards... Let me think. I don't think Millcross had a wall on there. I don't think.
It looked like a pretty big city.
It was a big city, but it doesn't have a wall around it.
Mm.
So you guys walk up. There are a couple of guards just kind of hanging out on the main roads, especially as you guys are walking up. As you're walking up, one of the guards, like, you can see that the guards, as you're walking up, are stopping other people, probably other adventurers taking the main roads. You guys weren't actually traveling on the main road. You guys are traveling, like, straight from Angel Vale up to Millcross, which isn't a main road technically. But I assume eventually you might want to intercept, unless it's you don't want to.
No,
But there
I'll
are...
intercept.
Alright, there are guards. So eventually you intercept onto the main road and walk up. And as you're walking up, you can see guards stopping people. For some reason, it looks like they're inspecting everyone. And then after a moment or two, it looks like they ask a few questions, and then they let the others through. Eventually he comes up to you guys, and you're met up with 3 guards, all 3 of them wearing like chain shirt type armor, and they all have spears. And one of them walks up with like a clipboard. It says, okay. It says, he like looks up to you specifically. He's like, hello. What's your business here?
Well, I got a mission to speak to one. Forgot the name. The guard told me to speak to in Millcross. You told me.
I think it was like Sir or something.
Sergeant Pepper.
Sure. We're so inconsistent playing this.
Well, I mean...
I don't ever remember what we're doing.
We have to write them down.
Well, that's your job.
Oh, okay. Write the characters down.
I don't want to do that. I already got so many other notes in front of me. All you have are character sheets.
That's fine. You got a point. Give me a card.
Just write down, like... Just write down proper names anytime it comes up.
Alright. I don't know how to do sergeant. So there we go. Pepper. Millcross sergeant. Alright, cool.
Okay. Says, is he expecting you?
I expect so. It seemed like the god over there at what's the name of that town? The one that
Icecrest.
Icecrest. I'm so forgetful.
Sorry.
Alright. At Icecrest, made it seem like he was expecting something. And I need to see someone about this injury right here.
He looks at the injury. He's like, ooh, how'd you get that?
What was it called again, Elf Boy?
Displacer beasts.
Thank you. Displacer piece.
The guard feels empathetic for you. Sympathetic, empathetic, I don't know. He's like, yeah, we get a lot of those around these areas. And he actually pulls his own shirt down a little bit, and you can see he has his own scar, what looks like pretty similar to yours.
Okay.
The same spiky tendril type scrapes.
Yeah. Give me a second. Dylan called me for some reason. Let me pause the recording. Have 4 different recordings.
Resumed.
The card showed me a scar and everything.
Huh?
That was the last thing that happened. Oh, I guess I can talk about that. Well, I can tell you, you should probably put signs out there. There's displacer beasts all over the place.
Oh, we got signs around the city. Just not in the wilderness.
Don't care about the village people, I see.
We try and warn them about their presence. What's your business here?
I am a poor person who needs to see another important person. I just said this.
Okay, why are you here?
Because the guard of Icecrest sent me.
I think his name was Sir Aaron.
Sir Aaron sent me here after Ice Crest was attacked
Ice Crest was attacked?
by a bunch of Raven Splices.
Raven Splices?
Yeah, and a big lady
Oh, by the way, I actually got a picture of them.
named Avira.
Adea.
Adea. Adea. So me and my posse here, we're survivors, and we gotta speak to Sergeant Pepper.
Roll a persuasion check. Or a presence check, whichever one you want. There. There's the Raven Splices.
Gross. They're a lot uglier than I thought they would be. I thought they were reptile faces.
No.
Okay.
I think I described them before as being...
Now I
like,
feel bad for letting that other one starve to death. Now that's a human-like face. Alright. Presence it is. That means make it 1d8. Wow.
6.
I mean, I am injured, I guess. My presence isn't that terrifying.
He says, look, Sergeant Pepper is busy right now.
Alright, can I see a doctor then?
Yeah, you can see a doctor. Just, if you don't mind, how many people are with you?
Well, it's Elf Boy, it's Jade, it's... I'm pointing at them as I'm saying it. And that's my son Stevie over there. Oh, and Groot. So that's 6 people.
Okay. And your business here is to see Sergeant Pepper. And any estimated time of how long you might be here? Are you here to stay, or are you here to... You just
Depending on what the doctor says.
Alright, don't get an attitude.
Look, I'm sorry, I'm just hurting real bad here. Not officer. Guard.
Alright, you're free to go. Go ahead.
Thank you.
They let you into the city.
Alright. Sweet.
You make it in. Bunch of people working. Usual big city stuff. Trying to... It's still summertime, so it's easy to grow crops around these
Is
areas.
Millcross a city on the move?
What do you mean? I don't know.
It's just an old 50s things. It's Millcross, city on the move!
I don't know what that means.
Alright, never mind. Go on.
That was it. That was all I had to say.
Bunch
Bunch of people working. It's a pretty busy area.
I go back to the garden.
Almost as big as, like, Ice Crest was.
Okay.
Almost.
Well, I go back to the guard.
The same guard?
Yeah, I got...
Okay.
Can you tell someone to, like, lead me to the doctor?
Sure. Chris, help this lady to a doctor.
Doctor, help her.
Doctor, help her. He's just another guard.
I know. Guard. Nice lad.
Okay.
Alright.
Chris is actually a huge dick.
Damn it. Should have known. Alright.
He leads you to a doctor.
Thank you, Chris. You are the kindest boy I've ever met.
Okay. He leaves after you say that. You walk into the doctor's office. You look through him, and you see, like, there's a front desk area. It's a pretty big place. There's a front desk area, kind of like a big lounge type waiting room. And then there's one doctor, and there's, like, one door that goes to another area. On the other side of the door, you can hear, like, coughing, a little bit of coughing, and maybe some wheezing along with the coughing. You meet up with a odd number, it's a guy, odd number, it's a girl. You meet up with a male nurse who is a gnome, and he immediately greets you, says, "Oh, why, hello there."
Hello, what's your name?
"Oh, my name is Tinkertop."
Alright, Tinker Top. You see this right here? This wound?
He's like, "Oh yeah, that doesn't look good."
Yeah, I need someone to look at it.
Okay, I'll get the doctor. You got money? This stuff isn't free, you know.
I got plenty of money. Don't worry about it.
All right, he like jumps off his stool. He's standing on behind the desk, and then he like waddles his way up to the back area. You hear some words exchanged, and Tinkertop comes back out, stands back on the stool again. He's like, "All right, doctor will be out in a little bit. Just relax, try and rest your shoulder." After like 5 minutes, the doctor does eventually come out and says, "Yeah." By the way, I forgot to, but Tinkertop would have gotten your name. So the doctor comes out. He's like, "Judith."
Hello, Doc.
All right, let me see that shoulder. And you see this really tall elf guy. He's like probably like 6'8", 6'7", 6'8", somewhere in that range. Really has like olivey green skin, and he's really, really slender, but he's also like, he's got like more of an athletic build, while you have like a bodybuilder type build.
I'm assuming he's an important character. You described him so well.
Oh, okay. He's a doctor. He's here to help you.
Yeah. And doctors gotta be sexy. And you made a sexy doctor. Thank you.
He's got scars, and burn
Pimples,
marks, and just yeah.
He experiments on himself before performing anything.
He's got 3 shots in his arm. You don't know what they are.
The best doctor ever. Never wants to harm his patients. All right.
This will immediately kill you, right? No, I think we're good.
All right. So, I'm sorry. What did the doc last say? He looked at the arm. What did he say?
He looked at your arm. He looks at your arm. He's like, "Yep, I think I know I can help." And he just steps back into the room. He comes back out again, like not even like 10 seconds later. He just walks back out, and he's got this small jar, and he opens up the jar. He says, "This is gonna sting a little bit, okay?" So he scoops out like just like a dab of something, and he starts rubbing it on your shoulder. It does sting a little bit, but it doesn't really hurt. Like, it's just it's like an alcohol type sting. You know what I mean?
Alright.
So it's something like that, and then like, you don't feel better necessarily. He says that you have to let it rest. You have to basically just no strenuous activity and leave it alone for a few days, and you should be good.
Doc, strenuous activity's my middle name.
Well, if you keep doing strenuous activity, it's never going to heal. I recommend bed rest for probably like 3 or 4 days.
Oh, God dang it. All right. Fine. You win, Doc. For now.
We're not playing chess, Judith.
All right. Well, I pay the doctors the good money. How much is it going to cost, Doc?
You can have that jar. It'll be 10 gold.
10 gold. You drive a hard bargain, Doc. All right. Here you go.
All right. Hand over 10 gold. I'll say you have like 10 uses of herbal healing.
All right. Cool.
You should keep track of everyone's gold at once. Like, add everyone's gold.
Oh, yeah. I
Put it
forgot
on
about
one
that.
card. Open calculator.
It doesn't look like you have it.
Wow.
There's no calculator on the iPad, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I
That's
found that out, too.
dumb.
Yep.
Well,
It's really
here,
weird.
you tell me the numbers.
All right. 7 platinum.
All right. Well, okay, yeah.
We'll
Tell
start
me
with
all the
platinum.
platinums.
Yeah.
So 7,
45.
45. I think that's it. I think it's just them two.
No,
that
yeah,
have
it's just
money.
me on him.
I'll give you more money with the others in a little bit. So that's 52 platinum.
All right.
I
And
thought I had
then
a card earlier. I don't know if I need it. You can keep track of yourself. That's fine.
so 43 gold.
Alright, sorry. 43 plus
60.
60.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 103 gold.
Okay. How much was the platinum I had?
I don't remember. F me up.
45 and 7.
That's it's 52.
All right.
My math might have been wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 52.
57 silver.
57 plus
148.
48 is 205.
Alright, and then 35 and 81 for copper.
35 plus 81 is 116. And then I know you also had some gems. You can keep track of gems on there. I think.
Ruby, topaz. Alright.
You can say 75 gold at the end, or how many rubies and topaz is it?
5 in total, and then 2 in
5
topaz.
rubies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 2 topaz.
All right, so 5 rubies is 250, and then 2 topaz is 25. So it's 270. No, 300 basically. That's 300.
All right. 300 gold.
Yeah, 300 gold worth of gems.
All right, cool.
All right.
Perfect.
So there. Now you can subtract the 10. The 10 gold.
I already did that. The 43 was me going down for 53.
Okay.
So I did that before you said to do this. Whoa, man. Calm down.
I tried to.
I know I robbed you. But still. Alright.
Alright. You can also add herbal medicine to your
Oh, yeah.
character. We'll say it helps to heal lethal damage. 1 HP per long rest. So you took 3 lethal damage if I'm not mistaken. So it'll take you 3 days to heal back up to full. If you want to, you can go without it. You'll just have a lesser max HP essentially.
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Oh, we never leveled your characters up.
Oh, shit. Alright. Well, I'm about to rest anyway. No, it's not nighttime yet. It's pretty early.
It's nighttime. You guys were trapped. Oh no, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. You took light rest before you went to. Let's say it's like early afternoon, like 2 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a level when we go to rest. So I'll just leave the doctor's office.
Okay.
Straight to Sergeant Pepper.
Okay. So you guys meet up with Chris again, the helpful guard.
Hey, Chris! My best friend.
Hey. It's you
Judith.
again. Judith.
Yeah. I feel like $1,000, Chris.
Well, that's good.
I need you to take me to Sergeant Pepper.
Oh yeah, I can take you there. He leads you on the way, and eventually you make it to the barracks. He says he's most likely in here. If he's not in here, if you just look across the road, you could see there's like a big manor. He says he lives there. So, if he's not here, you could check there. If he's not there, I wouldn't recommend trying to bother him.
We got an urgent message. We're gonna have to bother him. What can he be doing that's so important?
Well, he's probably here, so.
Alright. Thank you, Chris. Did I tell you the nicest lad?
I appreciate it. I've never been told that.
Good. Don't let anyone tell you you're a dick.
Should I describe Chris to you now, since he's so important?
He's just a blonde, blue-eyed adult.
Blonde, blue-eyed adult.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that at all. I
That's
was actually thinking he was a black guy, to be honest with you.
Alright, let's do black guy.
Alright, he's a black guy with short, we'll just say short curly hair, and that's also black, and like dark brown eyes, and he's got a small scar on his lower lip.
Alright.
We'll just go with that. That's his defining feature.
I feel like scars are gonna be your go-to.
Scars, sometimes I say like jewelry is defining features.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I went with olivey green skin with the doctor.
Guys, I like Chris a lot.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Nia speaks up.
Cool. Alright. We head inside.
Alright, you guys head into the barracks. You look around, you see mostly just like, it's pretty messy organized right now. It's not organized, I mean. It's really messy, and like you look around, you can see a bunch of like tables lined up. You can see it's like kind of like just like a hangout place for all the town's guard. In the corner of the room, you can notice one guy that looks like he's definitely like a higher official, and a whole bunch of like recruits surrounding him. What look to be recruits, not even wearing like armor or anything. But he this guy is like yelling orders at them, like telling them to do push-ups and stuff like that.
Okay. I walk up to that man.
Okay. So as you're walking up, he kind of ignores you for a little bit. He does recognize that you're there, I should say. But he just continues barking out orders. Eventually he says, "Alright, I want you guys to do 2 laps around the city," and everybody gets up and starts heading out. And as that happens, he walks up to you and says, "Hello."
You got them boys whipped.
We have to. We need new soldiers pretty badly.
Is there a war happening?
Not yet. We're just definitely underarmed.
Is it because you heard of Ice Crest?
What happened at Ice Crest?
We were attacked by an army of raven splices, which I thought they had reptile faces. It turns out they got human-like faces, and it messed me up real bad. Raven splices, and it was led by this giant magical woman named Adrea.
You have it written down.
Oh yeah, I do. Adea. Alright, Adea. Turns out she wanted this hourglass, and I hold up the bag. But I smashed it instead.
Oh yeah, one more note I remembered. We'll say that you found more of the sand than I had originally planned on you finding. Because I remembered that before, when you found the hourglass, I described the sand being a dark gray.
Oh, it was a lot easier to spot.
Yeah, it's
okay.
a little bit easier to spot. Once the sand started really getting dispersed against the stone, it was kind of hard to determine.
Okay.
But you were able to pick up more than what I had originally thought of.
Alright. Well.
So you described that to him. Roll a presence check.
Three and a 5. Today I'm not. That wound has really messed up my presence.
Yeah, sure.
Jesus.
No disadvantage or anything.
Yeah. Just the world knows. The gods know.
Says, we haven't heard from Icecrest about anything. Are you the couriers?
Yeah. What's his name? The guard.
Sir Aaron.
Sir Aaron. Get him down. 2 A's, right?
Sure. You can just say Icecrest
Guard.
Captain.
Oh, Captain, yeah. Alright. Sir Aaron sent us here.
Really?
Yes, sir, right after the attack.
Roll one more d8. Since you mentioned Sir Aaron, I'll give you advantage on that.
No, no.
So,
I mean, well, I guess it could have been low. It was 3 and a 5 and not a 4.
oh, yeah. So he definitely perks up and recognizes the name Sir Aaron. Says, well, unfortunately, we can't really help out right now. We're kind of unmanned ourselves.
Why are you undermanned, sir? If you don't mind me asking.
Just don't have any good men.
Who's wasting your men away?
Well, we had actually recently gotten a call from Icecrest, but that was months ago. It can possibly have been based on what just happened for what you're explaining. But the king of Icecrest called a few men. By a few, I mean, few hundred.
Alright, that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Pulled a levy, huh?
I don't know what happened. I heard that they resolved whatever issue it was, but they had lost a lot of men and they couldn't afford to give the men that we offered back to us.
And this was months ago, and I know nothing about this. We're gonna have to inquire about this gang.
Oh shit. You know of the king. It's a dwarf guy.
Yeah, I feasted with him.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I came back and it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cause I caught the kidnapper.
Yeah.
I met him. I knew there was something wrong with him.
Okay.
When I met him. Something deep and dark.
Sure.
All right. Well, sir, now you have every reason to have men, and you should make them quickly, because these raven splices are no joke.
What are raven spices? I don't
They're
understand.
creepy, not reptile, bird people.
Really bringing this one home.
Bird people. All the birds are related. Dinosaurs, they're not reptiles.
Steven eventually walks up and
Alright.
says, please, let me try and explain it. And he goes into a little bit greater details than what you're trying to say. He's like, yeah, they're humanoid. They're like part raven. They got like feathers growing out of them. They're really gray skinned and like got these black beady eyes and got like the hands and the feet of like birds. And
The stuff of nightmare, sir.
yeah, it's not a pretty sight. And there were thousands of them. Easily maybe 3,000, potentially 5. And like as Steven continues to describe this, like you could see concern in Sergeant Pepper's face.
Well, I cut it, Steven, really quickly. Not to mention, sir, this wasn't the first time we encountered raven splices going to war. We saved a town, a worthless town, I hope it wasn't the ground, called Angel Vale from orcs.
Oh yeah, I recognize the city,
And
town.
the orcs themselves were attacked by raven splices. But also, there's a third actor in all this, and it's the Nivenalians. They've shown up every single time to fight the raven splices, no explanation.
I recognize the name Nivenalian. They're Dryadic, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're all green and shit.
Right. They're one with the forest, you would say.
Yeah, or one with the force.
Right.
And this is gonna get copyrighted. This one can't go on YouTube.
What?
I said one with the force. Disney's
Oh
gonna
no!
shut it down.
Oh my god! Boo fucking who? I make a total of 0 cents on it. And the Nivenalians.
Alright. They're a lot taller than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
Subverting my expectations left and right. I like it.
What does Sir Aaron want from us at the moment? Because we can't offer men.
That is a good question.
We have to be able to come to some sort of agreement.
Well, is there any immediate concerns for having an army here? You've seen bandits around. What's going on here?
Well, there's no immediate concerns at the moment, other than maybe those raven splices you keep talking about. I don't know. From what I understand, I think you said earlier they were looking for your hourglass.
Yeah, right here. Right here. They seem like they can track it anywhere. And teleport without a problem. Like, they could be at the city walls in an instant, and we wouldn't even know.
Well, I would probably recommend that you get rid of that thing.
No, we can't get rid of it. Clearly, she wants it. And if we just give it to her...
Adea.
Adea, yes. Adea.
Who is Adea?
We don't know. She just showed
What does
up
she
out of
look
nowhere. She was big. Or at least she was projecting herself big. I think it was probably an inferiority complex, but she was around 5'2" or something. And
she's fucking busted, by the way.
She had dark skin, and her chest was as if it were the sun.
Don't want to give you any hints as to what she is capable of, because she is busted.
And she had giant horns and a galaxy swirling in her staff. She was horrifying. But then all I did was break this hourglass and she was gone.
So that hourglass was like her power.
Maybe it's a lifeline, a life attachment. Not sure. She came right after, kind of think of it, when Elf Boy over here flipped the hourglass over.
Steven just rolls your eyes as if he's like, well, like, how is this my fault?
I'm not putting blame on you, Steven. Just, you know.
I'm not the one traveling around with some stupid hourglass.
Clearly it was worth something.
Yeah, to one person, but not to me.
And to an ogre at some point.
Maybe he just picked
Or giant. Giant. It was giant. They're both ugly. Yeah. Giant.
Steven just goes full, like, asshole on you. He's like, well, technically ogres are giants.
You see, this is why it's really hard not to blame you, Steven. Alright, look. All I know is maybe they won't attack Icecrest again. I mean, we did push them back. It took a bit. But think about new recruitment programs. Like, look, I raised Angelvale from a town of sleepy lumberjacks to a town of valiant warriors.
Really?
I did.
Why didn't you get their help then?
Because they all those warriors are dead.
Oh, okay.
They died of old age.
So they weren't really warriors then.
Look, I'm just saying, what immediate danger do you have? You had no walls. If you cared about danger, you would have had walls.
We're getting the walls done, actually.
By who?
Workers.
Uh-huh.
Stonemasons.
The stonemasons? They don't do jack shit. They get a contract, and
They're
don't
building a wall right now.
I refuse. Whatever. This is not the problem. Your wall is going to be done in months. Months. Maybe a year.
Well, that's where our current expense is going, so...
You don't have the expenses for an army.
Because we're building the wall.
Alright.
Like I said, we don't have any current immediate threats, but we can't just give away guards. We can't just give away warriors in your word. Because...
What about I help with recruitment?
I don't... If you were to recruit people, then why don't you just bring them back to Icecrest?
I mean, you're saying to start my own mercenary band?
I mean, if you pay them well enough, I'm sure they'll do anything you say.
It's the best thing I've heard since coming here. Thank you so much. Alright, you heard it, guys. We're making a mercenary band.
This is our new thing. Okay.
And he's our sponsor.
Any notes I had before are just ripped up now.
No, don't do that. Like, what do you have? You're trying to figure out what happened with Sir Eric.
We're going for a mercenary band. Let's do this. I mean, it's cooler than what I had in mind.
Alright. Well.
Did you ever explain to him what happened to your shoulder? I don't remember.
Who? Sergeant?
Sergeant.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I think he, I don't remember if he actually said anything about it. But...
That's what I'm trying to remember, too. I don't know if he said anything about my shoulder. I don't think he did.
He doesn't say anything.
Coward.
He doesn't seem to notice.
All right. Onward and upwards. Am I right? Am I right? Mercenaries?
Sure. Who are you talking to?
The group. I no longer care about Sergeant Pepper. He's sponsoring the mercenary band, though.
Why is he sponsoring? Why am I sponsoring this?
Well, sir, they don't know me here. They know me in Icecrest. I'm a famous arena fighter. You might have heard of me, Judas Seraphim. But you don't have to give any money.
Other perception check, see if he's heard of you. Okay, go ahead.
They ain't gonna listen to me. They know you're sponsoring. You don't have to give any of your money. Then maybe they'll flock to my banner.
He just shrugs his shoulders and is like, well, if you need capable fighters now, then that's probably the easiest way as long as you have the money for it.
Alright, sounds good. Now, where can I find some mercenaries?
I'd ask around. I'd probably look at a few taverns. Maybe the Brotherhood has some men that would be willing to fight with you.
Off to the Brotherhood.
Alright. You find Chris.
Chris!
What's up? He goes and like you ask him about the Brotherhood. He takes you over.
Oh, I thought you meant he was in the Brotherhood.
Oh no. No, you ask him about the Brotherhood. He's like, oh yeah, I've heard of them. They have like a small guild hall in this area. He eventually leads you over to them. It's like not as big as the barracks, but still bigger than some of the other shops around the area.
Here's for your trouble. I give it 3 gold.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris. Keep being you.
They don't pay us enough around here.
I heard. Hey, wait a minute, Chris.
Yeah.
Are you bored of your job?
Are
Are you seeking adventure? Do you think of riches beyond your wildest imagination?
The thing is, I have home here, and
Home is what? You had a wife?
I have a wife. I have
Kids?
a kid. 1 kid.
Well, don't you like to send them, wire them some money?
How would I do that?
If you join my mercenary band, I guarantee you'll have more money to supply your kids than you ever did before.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
God, no!
I don't think you have any.
I have
points of
nothing with persuasion.
So it's
I gotta
2d20s.
stop persuading.
Take the lower. What was that number?
11 and then 10.
Yeah, he's not willing to leave his wife and kid yet.
Neo, I'll need your help on this one. I don't seem to get people like you do.
I mean, I don't really want to recruit him if it means him leaving his wife and kid.
No, don't worry about Chris.
And a stable job.
Don't worry about Chris. Chris, you can go home. Go to your wife and kids.
All right, man. I'll see you.
You'll
He
definitely
just
see
goes
us.
back to his guard. First.
Alright, we're at the Brotherhood, so I answer.
Alright, yep. So you enter into the Brotherhood.
Nia, you're gonna have to talk to them.
It's like a big. It's funny. I have pieces for this, and I don't ever feel like getting them out. So there's like a few tables set up, really big tables, and they're kind of like in this U shape. You got a whole bunch of people sitting around here. On these tables. In the middle, you have a big fire pit, although currently it's not in use.
Okay.
And you guys walk in from, we'll say you're walking from back here.
Okay. Well, give me a second. I need to get back my mojo. I kick the door open.
Roll a might check.
Alright. Oh, my tax back, right? I still get.
Technically you're not attacking, you're technically sieging.
Fine. 2d6 then.
Yeah, 2d6.
God damn it. 6, 8.
You kick the door, and then like the ruckus you were hearing on the other side of the door comes to a halt.
I kick it again.
Okay, kick it one more time. Okay. You kick the door one more time, and like you bust the door off of its hinges. It seems like the hinges were actually the weaker point of this door. It was a pretty well reinforced door. But like you kicked it away from you kicked it off of its hinges.
Arms wide open.
And
I'm Judith!
just as like you do that, you could see that there was somebody looking like they were just about to open the door for you. You kicked the door. You
I
shut
know
up,
you
Judith.
Brotherhood folk like a good show of force. And was that not one?
Roll a presence check.
Yeah. This is how I'm gonna have to be. 18-7.
25. One person. This guy here. Just like.
Thank you.
But then as soon as he realizes nobody else is clapping, he just stops.
You see, I'm here.
Oh, yeah, why are you here? Some random person shouts out.
Good question. I'm here because the city of Icecrest needs help. And this city don't got the help. So, I'm starting a mercenary band.
So you want to join the Brotherhood?
No, I was going to see if any you want to join me. The Brotherhood is not a mercenary band. You're like a coalition of...
Eventually somebody comes up and walks up to you. They're like, hello.
Yes, who are you?
My name is Richard Brooke.
The Richard Brooke.
Yes.
I've heard of you.
Have you? You seen my books?
You're the guild master.
No. I'm the accountant. I can't think of the actual term. It's not account. He's like the... I don't know.
He's the... I know what you're talking about.
Like a ledgerman or something.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Biff and Richard Brooke then wrote The Art of Fighting, The Art of Whooping Your Opponent, The Art of...
Oh, no, I did that.
Oh my God.
Just fanboying out.
Oh my God. Stevie, come over here.
Stevie walks up.
This...
He, like, hides behind your leg.
This person taught me everything I know.
Everything?
Well, everything a book can teach me.
Stevie clearly not impressed.
Now, what's a brilliant mind of war and battle doing as the Ledger Brotherhood?
Okay, I probably shouldn't have called him a ledgerman. I'll say he's a tactician.
Tactician.
Alright.
Of finance.
Yeah. He says, what's your business here?
Icecrest needs help. It was just attacked and wiped out almost a third of the population. And I need warriors to combat whoever is coming our way.
I think we should talk over here. And he just, like, leads you this way.
Alright.
Away from the main hall.
Everyone come with me.
Okay, your group comes with you. Nobody else.
Yeah.
Everybody else is
That is true. I didn't think
chilling,
about
like, hanging out. Everybody in here, as you're leaving, kind of start going back to their thing. Oh, as you guys are walking away, Richard is like, you, Sarah, go and fix that door. You see some, like, short, like, gnome girl stand up.
Okay.
fixing a really tall door.
Jesus Christ. I can't even imagine her putting it up. Whatever.
Alright, you guys walk into a back room. Eventually you do meet up with the leader of the group.
Geez, it's real cramped in here.
Oh, you're just really big.
I guess you're right.
See, nobody is quite as big as you are around here. You're definitely one of the strongest people I've met.
Thank you. I aim to please.
So, I heard that you're not looking to join the Brotherhood.
No, I'm not looking to join the Brotherhood, but the Brotherhood is not a mercenary band, as I understand.
No, we're more of a guild, and we take on jobs to try and not only put coin into our own pockets, but also to help improve the guild.
I have money. I'm sponsored by Sergeant Pepper to form a mercenary band to take against Adea and her raven splices.
Who is Adea, and what are her raven splices?
Does no one know anything?
You're the messenger boy.
Alright. Adea is some god lady attached to this hourglass, hold up back in, that I broke to get rid of her, and she brought an army of raven splices to pillage the city of Icecrest, and we think they're coming again. If not here, if not Icecrest, some other place in this one island.
So who is Adea?
Scary lady, big hordes, has the sun in her chest, a giant staff with a galaxy. Scary lady who froze everybody and kept flipping around like a doll. But she went away when I broke the hourglass. She wanted it. Didn't let her have it.
And what did you want to do with the Brotherhood, exactly?
Hire your men, and your women, and your elfmen, and your elfwoman, and all those others in your wonderful guild, as many as I can afford, to be part of my mercenary band.
What is the purpose of your mercenary band?
To take on the raven splices and find Adea.
How many raven splices are there?
Probably like a few 100,000.
He laughs at that. He's like, you do realize this guild is only like 50 men strong right now.
Well, I ain't taking on the whole army. It's strategic. We are going to be a small band, no less.
This is just a suicide mission. You're
Not a
speaking
suicide.
of.
You're putting down the wrong vibe. What I'm saying is, much as I was a strike force for the town of Angelville, which I saved, which should burn, I will lead this.
I'm from Angelville. Why do you want it to burn?
Your witch is worthless.
Continue.
Thank you. Now, I need this mercenary band to be swift and small and tactical. And we're going to strike the raven splices right where they hurts. Adea. Because I don't think these things are smart enough to form an army. It's all Adea, and I need to find her, which is a whole other can of worms I gotta take care of. But for now, I will be the king's valiant army. All this is being done without the king's notice.
Right. I'm sure the king knows about this. People, or Sir Aaron's sending you to Millcross to get word across about what happened.
Oh.
So you described as a Dea person to me. Is she a human? Is she a god? Is she...
She's definitely not mortal. I got the vibe because I don't know if you know, I'm half celestial. I felt it. She's not of this plane.
You can see that he does a quick little incantation. You actually recognize the incantation as detection. because
Okay.
you have that spell.
Yeah, yeah.
So you recognize the incantation. He's casting their detection right now, and he looks at you, and he looks impressed for a moment.
Yeah, my dad was a celestial and knocked up my mom and left. Mom died in birth, and I'm the lady you see today.
How'd you survive for so long on your own?
It was a rough life. I jumped from mercenary band to mercenary band, which is why I thought I was crazy. I didn't think about making one till now. And ended up in arena fighting, so, you know, I've got the chops to defend myself. I had to.
Roll a persuasion check.
Dang. I did that all while shouting. I'm a celestial! It's a presence.
Hey,
well,
well,
finally. Alright,
34. Nice. On just a D20. Figure that one out, audience.
The gods favored my approach.
34 on a D20. How was that even a thing?
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot what I named him. If I even gave him a name.
Oh, him? The guy I'm talking to?
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard Brooke.
No, you weren't talking to Richard Brooke. Richard Brooke was the tactician.
Damn
You were
it.
talking to the owner.
You did not. I didn't even know I was talking to someone else.
Oh, my
They
bad.
took him into his office or something.
He took you into the leader's office.
Yeah, I see.
So, and I keep doing quotations. Richard Brooke, I guess, would have eventually described to you that technically everyone that works here are all free men. We just work to improve the guild.
Yeah.
So there's technically no leader, although people have kind of accounted Easgard as the leader.
Easgard.
Easgard, yeah.
So, is he like guild master?
Yeah, sure.
So, let's just think about this. I mean, that's a little late, but I just thought about this. I jumped from mercenary band. I probably ran to Brotherhood members.
Well, like he said, they're pretty... Well, you've pretty much been in this area for a while.
It was the guy clapping, wasn't it?
Yeah, that one guy you knew.
Recognized me. Didn't recognize him, but, you know.
Yeah. I'll say you've probably ran into them once or twice. Did some work for them in the past.
You can find a man that I've worked with in your guild, and they can rep me on this one. I'm a capable leader.
Who have you worked with?
I've worked with Boyle.
Alright. I recognize that name. He's still around.
Yeah,
Not currently here, though. He's actually doing a job right now.
very nice kid. Was slobbering all the time because of the tusk. He is half orc.
Yeah, of course. He tries to eat the mutton, and it just falls back out of his mouth because he can't keep it all together.
yeah. Tusk problem. Alright. And though I hated the bastard personally, never professionally, Dalton.
Oh, Dalton. Well, good thing you hate him. He's dead.
No, not that Dalton. The girl Dalton.
Oh, the girl Dalton. You know what? Honestly, I actually don't recognize the name. Not a female Dalton.
Alright, well, I fought with Dalton. She said she was part of the Brotherhood, and she was a mean person.
Well, I've only been in the Brotherhood for 7 years now, so maybe it was before my time. I do recognize the name Boyle.
Alright. Well,
But he's currently away.
now, that's fine. But I have a history with you. And I myself would love to join the Brotherhood as long as I can start my own mercenary band, no problem.
You're a free woman. You can do whatever you'd like anytime you get a mission with the Brotherhood, though. I think it's 70% goes to you, and 30% comes back to the guild. And you can take along anyone else with you at any point in time you'd like to for any jobs. So if you feel like you need a couple extra hands,
there, boy. We are all self-contracted, as you said, to the Brotherhood. I heard the Motherhood was giving an 80-20 split.
I have never heard of the Brotherhood. But you can go ahead and roll a deception check if you'd like.
Deception. I got nothing. I don't even know why I'm probably looking.
I don't know either. It's like, oh, you're funny. You're a funny gal.
Thank you. I tried. I was the infantry joker.
I'm sure you were more silver-tongued back in the day.
That's worn off over time.
Trust me, I know. Pretty older guy. Probably a little older than you. Not much.
What about this? I joined the guild. I take out some jobs. Oh, me and my friends here, and my son. Hopefully, I have no age minimum.
He can stay around. He's on your paycheck though.
All right, that's fine. Steve, say thank you.
Thank you.
Either way, I'll go with some fights. I'll build the trust of the Brotherhood, and they join me. I'll build my mercenary band, which I need a name for. I haven't thought of that yet. And we take on Ada. Also, don't tell the rest of the Brotherhood. This is between me and you. As guild master, I'm sure you know a lot. I need a connector, maybe an info dealer to figure out about Adea and her weirdo raven splices.
Well, I think in this part of the world, your best bet is going to be at... Let me look up the name of the city. It's not even a real city. Open, let's see, map. I'm the map, You're going to want to go to Deep Tide, which is just north of where you are, the northernmost city.
Okay. That's not bad.
He says you're going to want to go there. There is an old wizard, elfin wizard, by the name of, I believe it is... I have a name generator.
I came up with one. You want one?
Sure.
Antiochus.
Alright.
Alright, elven wizard.
Yep.
Of...
Guy or girl, whichever one you want.
Let's do girl.
I don't make up enough girl NPCs.
Yeah, like it's all good. We'll go as we go. And what was this place called again? Deep Tide?
Deep Tide, yep.
Alright.
She's very knowledgeable, studies a lot. She has more books than any single person I've ever met.
More than Richard?
Yes, more than Richard.
Alright. Probably not as good though.
Probably not. You're not wrong there. Richard is a very talented author.
Really good at making up bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Any other information, if you're willing to look it up, there is a library in the city. You can look there to see if you can find anything. They don't really keep records on anything, so your best bet is just to take a quick glance, pick out any books that look like it may be helpful, and read through those books.
Alright.
So I don't know how to help you other than that.
Alright, well, that works out. So, we're officially members of the Brotherhood?
Goes to shake your hand. Of course you are.
Did you break your hand at some point? I felt weird. Clickety clackety.
Yeah, a little dire rat bit in one day, and it actually snapped the bone in two.
I'm sorry to hear that. I pick up on these things when I shake people's hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's off hands though. Alright, let's go.
Alright. You head out back into the main hallway, and you're greeted by a couple of other people as you walk through. You get the sense that they already maybe not come to the realization, but have guessed that you're probably here, that you're probably going to join the guild. So you get a couple of other people coming up just asking you whether or not you've decided to help out the guild.
I am officially, and me and my 4 compadres, and my son, Stevie. Say hi, Stevie.
Hi.
Are officially Brotherhood members.
Everybody welcomes you with open arms, and they seat you down and say the first meal is on them, and you guys get a pretty nice meal. Got some pork chops, some bread, a little bit of corn, all presented to you on a plate, and everybody chows in.
All right. I'm hungry now. Well, now
Go
I
to
put
Denny's after this.
No. I have tuna salad. You want me to make tuna salad sandwich? You don't like tuna salad?
Fuck 'em.
Damn.
I mean, I'm not that hungry. I was just saying after this.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Boy, I'm going out in the outside world at the moment. Well, I'm in the Brotherhood, but I'm forming a mercenary band. Now, none of you have heard my exploits, but I swear to you that I'll be the greatest leader, and then after me, when I die, my son Stevie, will be the greatest leader you've ever encountered.
Roll a presence check. Explode.
13.
The same guy.
Thank you. What's your name? What's your name?
Steve-O. No. No more Steves.
We can't keep doing this. Stuart.
Joe.
Joe.
Let me mark that name off.
Can't use Joe ever again.
Nope, never again.
It's spelled with a G though.
No, it's definitely...
I did it.
You can write it however you would like.
This is Joe with a G.
It's... okay. Boom. It is now highlighted, Joe.
Alright.
That was it.
I mean, I rolled the thing. One person clap, that's it?
Yeah, it's the same guy. This guy's a big fan of you for some reason.
Look, I didn't think everyone was going to trust me off the bat, but we have time. I think whatever evil is out there ain't going to be attacking anytime soon. I'll go on missions for the Brotherhood with you and with my posse here. Well, not all of it. Some of them can't fight. It should be fine. And you'll see our prowess.
They all speak up. It's like, yep, sounds good.
All right. Now let me.
Stick it in hot
All right. After we, I'm assuming like nighttime almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much nighttime now.
We go to the nearest inn.
Okay. You guys head your way to... Go ahead and roll a number between 1 and 100. Let's do it fun way.
Roll a number.
So 2d10s of this one, and then the double-sided one.
Yes, right.
Yeah. 48. You guys head into the Burning Blight.
The Burning Blight. I feel like we ran into this in a different session we had.
Maybe. It's all the same
List.
Yeah, it's the same list as the one I had in my old binder. So.
Yeah. Alright, so... Alright, guys. me, we have a lot of work to do. We don't have that much time. I lied to them. We'll be going, and I point to Jade, Groot, Neo, and myself.
Okay.
To be fighting for the Brotherhood. Build that trust. We need those men. We need them to come in. We need them to come in cheap. While you, Steven, and Stevie, I need y'all to be here in the library and finding out about a day. Every day we'll commune at the end of the day and talk about our findings.
Well, persuasion check.
10. Also, if you do become hungry, I got pizza bagels.
Steven agrees to help you out for today, but after that he is going to part ways with your group. He basically he explains that he just wanted to get out of Icecrest. He's willing to help out for the rest of tomorrow, but that would be it.
Who?
Steven, the Booksmart guy.
Steven, this is so much bigger than you. You do understand this, right?
And it is none of my concern at the moment.
It will be when Icecrest gets attacked again.
Maybe, and if that happens, then I will run away again.
That's all you want to be, running away for your entire life. You want to store all this knowledge in your head for nothing.
As long as I need to run away, then I will continue running.
Look.
Look. I will help you out tomorrow, and then I'm going to find somewhere to escape.
No, you look.
Alright, fine. Go ahead.
Deep down, there's someone courageous and talented and an upright hero in you, Steven. I see it. It's why I picked you out at the bar for that drinking contest. But you're wasting it away by reading and never applying your knowledge. Ever. I work too hard to let someone get it to waste. I'm shaking his shoulders. Let someone waste away their talents, and I'm not letting you do it.
I do not concern myself with such stupidity.
You're a broken record, which have not been invented yet, Steven. That's how mad I am at you. I invented something to make an idiom of it.
I will help you tomorrow, and then I'm going to part ways. If you don't want my help, then I would suggest you continue torturing me right now.
Is it money?
No.
Alright. Fine, Steven. Stevie, never become him.
Okay, Mom.
If you ever got talent, and I know you do, don't waste away like him.
Okay, Mom.
I'm renaming you permanently Stevie.
Hmm?
I'm legally changing your name to Stevie.
I don't like that name, Mom.
Well, you're gonna have to live with it.
Why?
Because Steven's been spoiled for me.
Ooh, give me the head massager.
What?
The head massager.
No.
I want it. It's mine now.
Oh, damn.
Alright. So Steven is willing to help you out for a day.
Okay.
That'll be it for now. Next day comes around.
I tied him to a chair.
He seems willing to help you. I don't
I
understand
know,
why
I'm
you got
kidding.
time. So the day goes by. He heads over to the library. Go ahead and roll a... First of all, roll a perception check. I'll say give him a d6. Alright, now roll a learning check, which is going to be 2d6 for him. So it's 16. Okay. What do you... That's what he's going to be doing pretty much for the rest of this day. What do you want to do? While I do
Also,
this?
Stevie's with him, gaining book smarts, helping him find books and stuff.
Sure.
That's what I instructed him. He's going to stay one more day. He's also going to be taking care of my son. Alright, well, we go to the Brotherhood.
Okay. You guys head back to the Brotherhood, the four of you. The four amigos.
Alright. Alright. Where can we get a mission around here?
The the little dwarf, or not the dwarf, the little gnome girl Sarah that was supposed to fix up the door. The door is actually fixed, surprisingly.
Damn.
But
She's the Brotherhood engineer.
no, I guess we'll just do this one. She says, "I got the perfect job for you." I'm just gonna pick a random one. Bam, that one. Maybe not that one. It would take so long. I'll just pick a number between 1 and 200.
137.
And pick something good. If you pick something bad, I'm gonna beat you up. Okay. We have a potentially good job for you.
Potentially, eh?
Yeah. How capable are the four of you again when it comes to combat?
Pretty damn capable.
Perfect. That's yours now. You can take that back. I don't want it anymore. We have had, we should say, sources come over and kind of point us over towards a girl. Her name is Ashley.
Alright.
She is a little girl with short black hair, dark green eyes, and she carries a teddy bear with her a lot. Our sources, they believe that she is not what she seems to be. They think that this girl might be a vampire in disguise as a girl.
That's a mighty claim
Yeah,
to put
it
on
is.
such a small child.
Here's the thing. There have been a couple of deaths in the city with bite marks on their necks. So we aren't...
And they're not just lovers' quarrels?
They're dead.
Well, through lovers' quarrel.
We think that maybe it could potentially be linked. There's definitely something going on around the city. And our sources believe it might have to do with this girl. Apparently she's been spotted at a couple of crime scenes a day before the crime was found out.
Alright. Well, if you got info leading us to her, we'll do what we can.
Well, unfortunately, that's the most information we've got about her. And we're technically not allowed to go and see the sources specifically. They are to be kept secretive for their own safety.
Alright, that makes sense, I guess. Well, We're gonna have to find this girl. Where is there any approximate location that these crimes have taken in, like dense location of crime?
Add city notes. The heart of these crimes seem to be happening in the South Ring Ward, which is in the southwest side of the city. Two of the four murders that have had the same bite marks have happened in an inn by the name of
The Lover's Quarrel.
No. Sure. Whatever.
The Lover's Quarrel?
Sure. Yeah.
Alright. Alright. Well, we'll head that way then and see what we can do. Someone's letting her stay there.
As for the other two kills, they have been... the murders happened in the victims' homes, so... Again, kind of leading on more towards the invitation into the house of the vampire. But we don't know for sure.
We'll have to see then. Alright. Let's start at the Lover's Quarrel and move from there. I see you all on the other side. I need to tune a sandwich first.